Demir also gained a lot of experience instantly, reaching level 9. Great, if it goes on like this, he will soon reach level 10. At that time, he can get other skills. But then a message came. He gained some experience for participating in the battle. Demir was confused. What happened? Meanwhile, a player was finishing off the chicken that Demir had caught, along with 2 other players. They thought someone gave them experience. The man gained some experience through these simple kills. He was promoted to level 7, but at this moment, a demon whispered behind them, "It's so cool, right?" The man turned around immediately, but was instantly blown away. The other 2 companions saw this and hurried to check. This is Demir, like the god of death, staring coldly at everyone. "You ate my experience, right? Now I'll give you a chance," and spit out the experience. But several players obviously didn't understand the situation. They were still pretending to be stupid and asked Demir for evidence. Demir looked at the corpse on the ground. "With evidence, you still deny it. Don't you want to live?" The 3 felt the pressure of Demir, like a mountain pressing down on them. At this moment, the man who was knocked away ended his stun time. He picked up his sword and slashed at Demir. But Demir didn't dodge. He picked up the quiver and smashed the man's head with 1 hit. The other players couldn't bear it anymore and rushed up. But how could they be Damir's opponents? Even poison arrows were useless. Instant combo knocked them down. Now, Demir is like a demon beast in everyone's eyes. Desperately trying to escape, Damir instantly blew a poisonous arrow, causing everyone to fall to the ground. One of the players couldn't stand it, wanted to log out to escape, but now he is in combat state, and it takes 300 seconds to log out. The man is now desperate. At this moment, the Grim Reaper has arrived. The last poison arrow. All players were defeated by Demir and gained the player's experience. Dami also rose to level 10 and unlocked several skills. Then there was a message warning that his violence value has risen due to killing players. But his violence value is already the maximum. He looked at the punishment content. The victim's equipment drop rate increases by 500%. Asset drop rate increased by 500%. And he can also obtain the experience of the victim. This punishment is not completely harmful. There seems to be a faster way to level up. The hidden profession of the Shenji. Wu Yi's HP is 0. He will turn into the most terrifying undead god of war. Before that, Demir was going to the supermarket to buy daily necessities. After buying various instant noodles and fast food, he went to the cashier to pay, but the cashier said he would pay for them. Just buy him a drink next time. Facing the kindness, Demir had to agree. Meanwhile, on TV, it was reported that the news of the retirement of the famous professional player Zhang Yuming and prepares to enter the popular virtual game C. Hearing the news of Zhang Yuming, Damir immediately stepped forward to watch. 10 years later, Zhang Yuming killed him. Now he is reborn and wants to teach him a lesson. Later, Damil continued his upgrade path. Now he has reached level 15. Knowing that Zhang Yuming was about to enter the game, at this moment, Demir was like a man on a mission. He randomly opened the task manual. There's only one last task left on this island, which is to defeat the mutant wild boar. After completing this task, he can go to the next dungeon trial. But the shrashing point of the wild boar is any point on the island. Finding a wild boar may not be that easy. While Demir was thinking, he suddenly found the target right in front of him. But the wild boar is a 30-level elite monster. If he's not vigilant, Daniel might be doomed. This game is like other games. Monsters are also divided into 5 levels. The highest level is epic, and elite monsters have enhanced attributes. To find the weakness of the wild boar, Daniel takes the lead in attacking. He hit the boar in the center of its forehead. Then he hid in the tree with his flexible body to avoid being hurt by the wild boar. The wild boar is extremely irritable at the moment. But Demir jumped down and threw a damage-increasing potion. With the defense mechanism of the wild boar broken, which made the boar more hostile, he immediately rushed towards Demir, but was easily dodged by Demir. The pig's hatred had been pulled to the maximum. It jumped up and pounced on Demir. At this moment, Demir also felt very bad and prepares to escape in a roundabout way. Just then, a high wall suddenly rose in front of Demir. He looked at the wild boar in shock. Could it be his ability? At this moment, the wild boar has rushed over. Demir was cornered. With the sound of explosion, only Demir's headgear was floating in the air. The law of smoke without injury appeared. Demir slowly walked out. He looked like an envoy from hell. He activates the zombie skill. When life is 0, he will turn into an undead in the next 600 seconds. A plague aura will also be triggered around him. Damn this pig. I almost died. It's my turn to show off. Signed a contract with the devil and reincarnated with dark powers. But the old man in front of him could tell at a glance. He was not from this world. So he punched to test his skills. But he didn't know that Demir had entered a berserk state. Before, Demir transformed into a ghost. Easily defeated the 30-level elite wild boar. Now he slumped down to rest. He absorbed the experience of the wild boar and reached level 16 on this island. The last mission has been completed. As the time passed, the undead state ended. He gained the spoils of the wild boar, and the task also rewarded 30,000 gold coins. He also got the title of killing the wild boar alone. The title also has good attributes, increasing 3% of strength and speed. This made Demir very happy. Just as Demir opened his backpack to check the loot, a voice came from behind. What a strange guy. Demir's body trembled and immediately looked behind him. An old man with a wild look came over, who was muttering about an adventurer from another world. Resurrection after death. It's really strange. Demir was shocked. Who was this old man? How could he know about himself? He checked the old man's information. He found that the old man was an NPC, living for thousands of years, and has a strange temper. Avoid being beaten to death. Demir retreated and prepared to leave. But the old man instantly appeared in front of Demir and looked at Demir's forehead. At this time, the old man saw the rune on Demir's head, which also confirmed the old man's suspicion. Dami was an adventurer from another world. Demir shook off the old man's hand and kept him away. But this also made the old man's interest stronger. You have borrowed the dark power, right? The old man's words shocked Demir again. You use dark power to instantly become undead. Undead don't have this kind of energy. You, an adventurer from another world, why do you have the same dark power as the devil? At this time, Damir felt something was wrong. Suddenly, a message prompt received a new task. The old man in front of him is looking for someone who can defeat the gods and the queen. Damir was puzzled. The old man is clearly a priest, but wants to defeat the goddess? Is he a fake believer? Hearing this, his face turned black instantly. I, Karun, am the 7th priest to defeat the despicable, the goddess of the gods. Now I'm going to teach you a lesson. Before Damir could react, a punch was already smashing towards his face. Fortunately, Damir reacted in time, but the second punch was already on Damir's face. Daniel dodged it in time. This punch contains the power of the earth-shattering whirlwind, making the ground burn. Damir dodged twice in a row, which made the old man more interested. But Damir was thinking, how to escape from this crazy old man? Suddenly, a message prompt came. The main quest is activated. You need to pass the trial of the god of forgetting, Carrie. And it cannot be abandoned. What is the main task? The main quest is only available to a few players, and the direction of this task will affect the storyline of the entire AC world. Damir was wondering why the old man is related to the main quest. The old man was approaching him. At this moment, Damir had to escape and detour. In the previous life, when Damir was the god of war, the main task was to defeat the demon king. After going through various difficulties, he finally faced the demon Aplex. If the main quest is not completed, the world would be destroyed. The main task is also the most important task in the AC world. At this moment, Damir made up his mind. If this old man is related to the main task, then he must complete this task now. This is Damir putting his hands together, recites the spell and activates the skill. Bloody Impulse. Daniel's whole body is emitting red light. At this moment, Damir has entered a berserk state, with the old man's devastating fist coming. And a head-on confrontation is imminent. The old man beat the zombie boy up and ended up adopting him as his son. Just now, the old man launched a terrifying punch at Damir. However, the zombie Damir easily dodged it and has been avoiding the old man's attack. The mission is just a prompt asking Damir to survive under the old man's attack. It doesn't say to defeat the old man. As long as he can delay the time, the task can be completed. At this moment, the old man gathered his hands in his chest. Dami felt something was wrong. The old man's palms glowed with light. No, this posture. Could it be the turtle Kiga? At this moment, Damir has given up resistance, with the old man sending out a destructive shockwave. Daniel could only take the attack head-on. A huge explosion occurred. Dami knelt down on the ground. At this moment, there are only 2 seconds left. The old man slowly walked forward. He praised Damir. Surviving this impact from this body is really good. It's really good. At this moment, Damir is exhausted. He thought he would die. With the message prompt, he completed the main quest, Carrie's trial. Carrie saw Damir's dark power. So skilled, which was just right for his candidate to defeat the goddess of light. So he pulled Damir up and told Damir that he was the 7th god, the Shaka priest, But this sentence made Damir feel strange, because there are only 6 gods in the world now, with Cain saying, Shaka is the master of darkness and the end, compared to the goddess of light, Arya. She is the greatest god. At this moment, Damir thought of the guardians of the world. The goddess of light, Arya. Phoenix, the god of fire. The goddess of water, Nisa. The tree god Krishna.